Hey, I'm Kenneth Wajda. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado. Welcome to another one of my photo chats. So today I'm going to talk about approaching the same subject more than once and bringing something new to it. So I was at a trolley ride. A friend rented a trolley. It's this old trolley that does like a bunch of visits to different breweries around here. A lot of different brew pubs use it, and it's called a brew hop. And people can get on it and ride around to all the breweries and get beers, and it's great fun. But they had rented it as a neighborhood so that they could take the neighborhood out to photograph, or not photograph, to go see the Christmas lights in town. And since it was all just neighborhood people, it was all the people that they knew, and they invited me along, and of course I brought a camera, and they were taking us to the most dynamic Christmas displays in our town. It was great fun. Not only did we have the friendship that we all share, but we also got to see this lighting display. And I did a photo story on it, and I did it for my Roy Stryker, and I can put a link to it. And this year they asked me to come back and to go again. And I said, oh, okay. And they had just their family going this time instead of the neighborhood, and I know all their family. I was like glad to go. But I thought, what am I going to bring for a camera? I don't want to really bring the same camera I brought last time and shoot the exact same thing I did last time. I want to do something different. So I brought a Leica. Last time I think I brought a Fuji X100. This time I brought a Leica M9 and a 50mm lens, knowing last time I shot with a 35 and I photographed more of the expanse of the displays, and I wanted to shoot more of the people. So with a 50, it was a 1.5 Sumarite, and that M9, I went on the trolley tour, and one of my goals wasn't to shoot so many photos, to just shoot a few, to get a sense of that trip in a few colorful photos that are complementary to the last year. But I don't want to just shoot the same thing again. And I'll put a link to those photos below too, because they serve as a nice complement to what we had seen last time. But I didn't replicate everything because I thought there's no reason to. What's the point of shooting the same thing the same way every time? So sometimes I'll bring different cameras with different lenses. Sometimes I'll bring film cameras just so I can shoot film. And sometimes I like bringing a different camera for a different reason, to make it so that I can approach the shoot a different way and not make it just, let's do more of the same, let's just do it the same way. It's almost like a challenge. Okay, if I did it that way last time, what can I do this time? Maybe can I bring a Rolleiflex? Maybe can I bring film? Maybe can I bring the Leica digital, which is a different way of working than with manual focus than the Fuji X100. What are my possibilities, and what can I do with those possibilities to make a different body of work that complements the previous body of work? So that's sometimes a challenge, especially because I do end up seeing the same events sometimes repeated, and as I'm going to document them, I want to challenge myself. And one of the ways I do that is with bringing different gear or changing formats. Do you do that? I'd be curious to hear. All right, that's today's photography talk. If you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button. If you can support it, the Patreon. Thanks to all my supporters. I'll be back next time. We'll talk more photography. As always, here's the good light.